Nux Taku. I don't like him. And I haven't liked him since my first ever exposure to the guy, which all happened when I stumbled upon this horrid video on my timeline on Twitter one day. I don't know, like 5 or 6 years ago, perhaps? I'm sure you guys have all seen it too. I'm very sorry for what I'm about to subject you to, but unfortunately, you have to know what I'm talking about. It's the guy who sung this.
Bitch thought, pimping out your sim thought. I'm the Chad type, Barry Potter's mad type, Monka is mad lad type, epic clapping rat type, Twitch is hentai.
Everything about this video made me hate this guy to my core. His avatar, unpleasant to look at and kind of punchable. His voice, unpleasant to listen to and kind of punchable. His politics, clearly dog shit. He's clearly kind of like not only does he have some shitty opinions about women, but he plays it up in order to feed into the, like, era, or I guess it's still kind of a trend, but back then it was very much a thing to be all over this idea of e-thoughts on Twitch, right? Everything about this guy I did not like when I was exposed to him. And I found myself not liking him even more when I found out that he's got a little bit of a thing when it comes to animated children, drawn animated children. He's got a little bit of a thing for that, or at least a thing for defending it. And, well, there have been times where he's had large YouTubers on a podcast watch literal lolly hentai with him. I'm not joking. He had, I forget who it was. The only person in the call, though, who called him out was Turkey Tom, is what I remember. Like, Turkey Tom was like, bro, what the fuck are you showing us? But, like, I remember that was like, oh, okay, so there's a lot of reasons not to like Nux Taku, it seems. And he's kind of become the new Shadman. And if you don't know who that is, then I'm jealous of you, frankly. I'm glad you grew up on a better internet than I did. But unfortunately, just imagine a guy a lot worse than Nux Taku. And yeah, that said though, Nux Taku is still pretty darn bad, which is why we're gonna laugh at him uproariously, because he put out a video mauling and crying and seething over one of the funniest things we've seen in a while, which is Druski dressing up and putting on whiteface and makeup and prosthetics to look really identical to Erika Kirk, and then making a video called How Conservative Women in America Act, where he just really makes fun of Erika Kirk. It's really, really funny. Everybody's been laughing about it, and meanwhile, conservatives are seething. The ones that know that they can't really talk on this without coming off as either a whiny bitch or having a take that conservatives aren't cool with, which would be like, guys, it's just a joke. You're not allowed to have that take. So for a lot of conservative pundits, they've just chosen to ignore this completely. Nux Taku, on the other hand, has decided to put out a video having a baby rage meltdown on behalf of Erika Kirk, and everybody has been making fun of it. Everyone's been asking me to make fun of it too, and I thought we'd get right into it. If you end up enjoying this video, leave a like and a comment on it. It really does help a lot in the algorithm. I appreciate it. Thank you. Let's get into it.
Now, there's been a lot of Christian drama on the timeline that we need to talk about. People are harassing Erika Kirk en masse. Also, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre was seemingly closed today on Palm Sunday. The Pope made a statement. Let's dive into Christian drama, because I am super qualified for this, but I'm going to cover this in a way that I don't think anyone is going to expect, and I haven't seen anyone cover it this way. So lock in, boys and girl. Now, the Pope made an entire group of tweets like this. The Pope has been, I'm not going to lie, I think he's a little bit of a woke Pope. I'm not trying to insult anybody here. I'm just trying to say kind of what I'm seeing. This dude was like, oh, how dare
I don't
Jesus
care about anything to do with the Pope. Let's get to the Druski stuff.
The police will meet with Cardinal Pizzabella, the Latin Patriarch of Jerusalem, as cited in France. This took place in France. Really had nothing to say about this. So I find it literally last night in the ancient Christian town of I don't think I can actually show this one on today, but the message is really very simple.
All right, here we are. Okay. God, what an annoying asshole. Erika Kirk has been harassed, guys. She's being harassed.
Now, these aren't the only Christians that are under attack. Erika Kirk has been harassed endlessly lately. Now, my stance on this is actually very simple, and I will tell it to you. Before we get into anything, because people say Erika doesn't act the way that a widow should actually be acting, etc., etc., I will tell you my stance on this. My stance is actually very simple. To quote, Exodus 22:22, "Ye shall not afflict any widow or fatherless child, if thou..."
That's right. The lolicon, edgelord, like, horny baiting VTuber, right-wing VTuber, is now a Christian who quotes scripture. The guy who made the Twitch Thought song now goes on his stream quoting scripture after building his career on doing reaction videos to hentai and lolicon. You cannot make this shit up. This guy is such a loser.
Afflict them in any wise, and they cry at all unto me, I will surely hear their cry, and my wrath shall wax hot, and I will kill you with the sword, and your wives will be widows, and your children fatherless. All right, you don't harass widows. You don't torture, mistreat, or harass widows, period. That's my stance. I'm a very simple man. I try my best to follow the teachings of God. And whether you agree with what she's doing, you disagree with what she's doing.
This guy has no doubt been part of and is definitely friends with tons of people who have been involved in horrid harassment campaigns. This guy embodies and inhabits some of the most degenerate corners of the internet. There's no way he hasn't, just using common sense. The idea that this guy would draw the line at harassing and making fun of a widow is hysterical if you have even a glimpse into this guy's background.
Your wives will become widows and your children will become fatherless. That's not me talking. That's God. So Druski, a famous black rapper guy, decided he was going to make an epic...
Druski's not a rapper. I think he's, like, done... I think he's technically rapped on video before, but he's not a rapper. That's not his thing.
Parody.
I like that, because, you know, he just assumes, because Druski's black, that he must be a rapper. Cool, cool.
Get on your feet!
Yeah, I'm gonna mute the volume because I don't want to get copyrighted, and I'm actually trying to cover this appropriately. So this is
God, it goes hard.
Dressed up as a conservative influencer, as you can see. I wonder who.
Soldiers and
war is raging in Iran.
We're praying for all the soldiers and troops.
That's great that you're praying, but
how about all the kids that died when the USA hit?
Right, that hand motion that this person made. This is what Erika. This is the "I love you" in sign language. It's what Erika and Charlie used to do to each other, and it's the symbol she made that after Charlie was killed. Just to understand the hilarious parody that we're witnessing.
He's so fucking mad. Oh my god. Oh, okay, and here's the funniest part. Nux Taku is also like a diehard pro-Israel Zionist. He's from Israel. His brother's in the IDF, obviously, because, you know, if you're Israeli, you have to join the IDF or they put you in fucking prison. So I don't blame his brother for being in the IDF. I mean, I'm not gonna say, why didn't he just take prison time? But he is, of course, a staunch, not Zionist, Israeli nationalist. He believes not just that Israel should exist, which, you know, makes him a Zionist by default. He believes that Israel should exist and Palestine should not. Which is, yeah, he's pretty bad. How could he have gotten worse? No, he's literally, like, every level of bad you could imagine. This guy's insufferable.
How about all the kids that died when the USA hit the towers?
It broke my heart. That is the... Oh.
Yeah, again, don't want to get copyrighted. Gonna have to mute it here. But you get the idea. It's Erika Kirk living her best life here.
Closer to Jesus.
I serve a righteous God.
That's right. Let's make fun of the Bible. Hilarious.
I'm the edgy guy who makes songs about calling women whores, but you better not make fun of the Bible.
Hilarious prop.
And that is why we say our prayers. We are all his children. But when I say children, I mean like the holy blessed Trinity, which is why I hold the Bible.
It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah. So there's a reason why I'm showing this to you, and you will see very soon. To be clear, I'm not personally offended by something like this.
Oh, guys, he is not personally offended by this. To be very clear, in case you guys didn't know, clearly it's obvious. He is not even a little personally offended by this. Good. Okay, thank you for clarifying, Nux. I almost... Whew, it looked like you were a bit offended, I'm not gonna lie.
I just think it's disgusting, to be clear, but I'm happy they did it. I actually am happy they did it.
Thai ice matcha. And Bella will have all organic puck cup. Organic? Yes, everything organic. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free.
4, 3, 7. Oh, are you good? 4, 3, 2. Hold your chest lifted. We're gonna.
We have to protect.
I like how afraid his VTuber avatar looked there for a second. Like, I feel like he's just thinking, like, okay, what can I say that doesn't make me sound like an offended little bitch that can't take a joke? Not even directed at me, but at a different person. And he just couldn't figure out anything he could say to interject there and had to just let it hang.
Protect all men in America, especially all white men in America. Those are the boys that we care about in this country.
Get it? Because they called them racist, which justifies Charlie's murder? Get it? Do you get?
No, that is not at all what anybody is saying. In fact, Druski is parodying something that she said. She literally said, white men are amazing. Do not let them shame you for being a white man. We need to protect white men because white men are under attack. She literally said that. He's making fun of what she said by just juxtaposing it by having a black security guard in the background going like, as she emphasizes it. It's literally just using exactly her phrase. Yeah, white male men is what she kept saying in that clip. The real Erika Kirk. I love that. Just pretending like she never said that.
The joke, isn't that funny?
America is built on their backs. Yes. Because they are the ones who mattered most.
Right. Don't remember Erika or Charlie ever having this sentiment at all, actually. But then again, that's okay, because they don't actually care.
And funnily enough, she actually said exactly that, and that's what he's parodying.
Care about reality. They just want to justify murdering right-wing people. We get it. That's how demons operate. Charlie Kirk was preaching the gospel in public, and they had...
Remember when these people, like even Asmongold, was going on going on a spree? He had a movement where he was like getting him and his fans. He and his fans were like mass email campaigning anyone who joked about Charlie Kirk's killing on social media to get them fired. Who remembers that? Like the week after Charlie died, before the internet became inundated with Charlie Kirk memes and they realized there's no winning that battle. You had all these conservative influencers like outright calling for and engaging in mass harassment campaigns, getting people fired for posting Charlie Kirk memes, claiming that if you joked about Charlie Kirk's death, then you are in favor of it. Then you're calling for more violence. The biggest crybullies in history, you're seeing it right here in real time.
To kill him and then celebrate his murder. Pretty cool stuff. So the reality is, I'm actually happy that they do this. Operation Let...
We hate Charlie Kirk. We snuff out the flame. That's so good.
Them speak keeps working. I am very glad that they decided to make this video because the truth of the matter is very simple. If they decide to tell you what they are, believe them. Pretty awesome. Now, this went gigaviral. And by gigaviral, I mean 175 million views. They're one of the biggest videos of all time. 1.2 million likes by a lot of fucking retards. How Democrat...
A lot of retards. Yeah, he's not mad, though. He's not mad. He's not personally offended. Let that be known. All right? I know, it seems like he's offended, but he's, like he said, he's not. He's not offended. Don't let how clearly offended he is trick you into thinking he's offended. He said he wasn't.
Men act true, you know, and you know they're just getting absolutely shredded in the replies. I have never ever seen just no one. Druski, right? This is Druski, the person that made this hilarious.
He doesn't know that replies on Twitter filter based on your biases. So the tweets that are showing up at the top of the replies are what Twitter thinks he agrees with, which clearly he does. But when I go to that tweet, it's nothing but people joking about Charlie and Erika Kirk, and obviously those tweets all have more likes than the ones in the replies. That's why the tweet itself has over 1 million likes. But I guess honestly though, it makes sense because these people do like to pretend like Elon Musk didn't rig the algorithm on Twitter in favor of conservatives, that he just made it fair and conservative politics dominates Twitter naturally. That's what they kind of push and want people to believe. Nux Taku is a member of the Axis of Epstein? True.
Post. Now, this is the really fucking terrifying part. Erika Kirk responds to Druski, but if I did blackface as part of a skit, I'd be canceled and called a racist. 9 million views, 73,000 likes. This is a fake...
This is a parody account, bro.
Quote, Erika Kirk never said this. They'll make up a fake Erika Kirk quote, making believe she's angry.
Guys, you can't make this up. It's on his screen. Parody account, not affiliated with Pop Crave. It's literally a parody of a pop culture account called Pop Crave. It is a parody account. The community note literally says this is a fake quote from a self-described parody account. That's the joke. Okay, but guys. Be very clear. He is not offended. Why do y'all in chat keep saying he's offended? He said he wasn't.
Which, I don't know if she was, she never responded. So they'll make up a fake quote to develop fake outrage. All right, here's another one. He's got a point.
So Erika Kirk suing me over a video I posted, me in all white, walking in with fireworks, hitting a double take.
People be
half
content
cry, half
farming.
smile, talking like...
I love seeing conservatives now, like, drum up a big fuss over AI-generated misinformation, as if, like, they have not been all in favor of that shit for years now. The second they see AI misinfo that they don't like, they're like, oh my god, how could you stoop so low? How could you have so little shame?
Like those political wife speeches, and now it's too far. Now, let's keep it real. You forgave the man who killed your husband, but you
This
taking
is fake,
to court,
by the way.
Say it again. You forgave a killer, but you're suing a comedian for a video. That's crazy. And don't...
Right, absolute insanity, except she's not suing him. Druski has not posted this video. This is AI. No cease and desist or lawsuit from Erika Kirk exists, as confirmed by his representative. This has 1.5 million views and 50,000 likes, and they're just completely running with false narratives. Again, the leftist mind doesn't live in reality at all. They don't. They quite literally don't. They think men can be women. If that wasn't a clue. All right, now look at all the comments. If Erika Kirk could forgive the man who put the bullet in the husband's throat because she's so...
This guy also thinks that people who jack off to drawn children aren't pedophiles. So if that's reality, then I don't want to be living in it. If you believe that those guys are not pedos.
nice and godly. Surely she's not the least bit offended by Druski because she's so nice and all. What the fuck is even this supposed to mean, bro? Oh, Erika Kirk is a good woman that has strong values, so therefore we should totally harass a widow. All right? Erika forgave the men she killed her husband, wants Druski dead over this? Why do you think she wants Druski dead? What? She didn't even...
Who said that they want Erika Kirk dead? Who said that? Bro literally went from saying they're demons, they want all of us dead, to doing that bit of like, oh, who said that we want them dead? Who said we want the left dead? Meanwhile, he himself actually did refer to people that are making fun of Erika Kirk as demons who are murderous. So actually, you could argue that his rhetoric is the only person's rhetoric that suggests a call to violence, which is quite ironic if you ask me.
Responded at all. Erika Kirk, I forgive the man who shot my husband. Then Druski happened. Erika Kirk, how dare he? Remember, she made no comment. Erika Kirk forgave the man who tried to shoot who shot her husband, but a Druski parodies where she draws the line. Draws the line. She literally didn't say anything. This is wild, Erika Kirk. I would be called a racist if I did that. We've been calling you a racist. No blackface required. We know. You just call people racist and justify their murder. 36,000 likes. This isn't even real. She never made this statement. This is a literal non-existent statement that they're all getting.
I'm just glad to know that right now, Nux Taku is getting his reputation dragged through the mud as the lolicon, weirdo, chud. I could think of more descriptions, but frankly, I think I'd be wasting my breath. Y'all already get the point that he is. And all the while, he's seemingly having a meltdown over the fact that the right is slowly but surely losing their stranglehold on our culture. Getting Trump in office has always been the worst thing that conservative cultural dominance has been able to do for itself. The right was on top of things in 2016. It seemed like culturally the right could not be beat in 2016. And only a couple years later, things were falling apart. The more Trump presidency we went through. And now Trump is back in office. We're less than 2 years into his presidency, and he's already gone way further than anyone ever thought. I know we often think of Trump supporters as people who never back down or move off of their positions, but the fact is, a lot of normies, a lot of moderates voted Republican to get Trump into office. Those were the votes that got Trump into office, and those are the people who are very quickly abandoning him and his party and the culture around him and his politics as we speak. And it's only going to continue to fall apart as time goes by.